what's up out there YouTube? Double D here with Tournage Dubois. Welcome back. Today we've got this piece of maple. Got a little bit of curling and things in it. It's got a little checking, so we'll have to see how well it holds together, but I want to do a hollow form out of this. Maybe do a little bit of carving. We shall see. But without any further ado, let's get rolling. right, so we have that turned. We're now going to hit it with sanding sealer, and then we're going to sand this back. I'm happy with that shape, but that curling and quilting in that is just absolutely spectacular. So I'm going to sand this at 80 grit, and then we will hit it with our sanding sealer and go from there. All right, I got that sanded up to 80 grit. I am going to cut this back just a little bit because of this tear out. So I'll cut this just a little bit shorter, but it's not going to take away enough from anything. I do want to sanding seal it because I think there are a few spots I want to hit with some thin CA glue just to stabilize those. So let's get this Mylan's sanding sealer put on. And that way it will keep that wood from staining with the CA glue. That quilting is absolutely amazing. We'll let that dry, and then we'll come back, hit it with in a couple of spots with some CA glue, and then we'll get back to sanding. So we denibbed that with the green Scotch-Brite pad. I am going to hit this with some denatured alcohol just to clean it up just a little bit, get some of that dust off of it so it doesn't stick in anything with the CA glue, and then we will get back to sanding. So just a real quick touch-up. We're going to use our Star Bond thin. If you need some CA glue, there's a link in the description down below. With the coupon code DD15, you can get yourself 15% off. Just getting this inclusion here just to seal that up real good. Use our accelerator. That'll solidify. Get this inclusion here as well. Not a lot of places I'm going to get with this. I've got this crack, which I am going to get. Give that thin. It's the nice thing about the thin is it will seep right down into that crack. This will be good there. And I've got a little bit of a start of a crack here. Just going to hit that just to make sure it does not progress beyond that. And that's it. So just a few little spots, and then we'll get back to sanding. So I will bring you guys back when we are past the sanding bit. Welcome back, everybody. Got that sanded up to 400 grit. I haven't done any finish on the outside. I want to get it hollowed out and then do all the finish at once. I did get that part parted off to where that tear out at the very rim is gone. So now we're going to use our Forstner bit, and we have it marked as to our depth. So let's get to hollowing. And we're going to use our Tung honey from Brad's workbench. Now, I did not use the abrasive paste on this. I did 2 coats of sanding sealer along with the denatured alcohol. So it is actually a super smooth surface, so I didn't want to do the abrasive paste. But we will use the Tung honey, and we will get this under finish and let it sit for about 24 hours. And then we will be back. Now, full disclosure, I was pretty sure that this was maple when I first started because of the curling. But these little indicators, these rays in here, make me now believe this to be a piece of oak. So this is actually the most figured piece of oak I've ever seen. Let me know in the comments what you think with this curling, with everything. Because like I said, I am sure that this is oak, but I've never seen it with this kind of curling. I also believe it to be oak because it smelled like oak when I was hollowing it out. So I got that Forstner bit in there and it just started smelling just like an oak barrel. So pretty sure it's oak, but definitely leave your thoughts down below as to what you think of this. Now this was still a little bit wet, so we'll see how much it moves over the next few weeks. Or if there's any cracking or things that I need to come out and repair, which I can certainly do. Of course, prefer not to, but worst case scenario, I will if I have to. I can get my hand all the way down in here, but I'm not going to do that while I'm sanding by any stretch because that's pretty dangerous. So there is still a little bit of ridges. There are still a little bit of ridges in the bottom edge and corner. But overall, I'm super duper happy with how this sanding turned out. And like I said, we'll let this sit under the finish for about 24 hours. And then we will come back and do the wrap up. Just completely amazed by that curling in that. Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that piece. I took that piece of oak, which I thought originally was maple, because of the curling, turned the vase. So we have our finished piece. It is a little over 8 inches tall. Left the bottom edges a little bit thicker just for a little bit of heft at the bottom. Hollowed out all the way down. But the curling in this, the figuring in that, the inclusions, just absolutely amazing to me. You can see it through the inside too. I don't know how well that's going to come out on the camera, but I am super happy with how this turned out. So really happy with this. Finished with the Brad's Tung honey, which is one of my favorite finishes. Just absolutely amazing. Keeps that nice, beautiful luster of the wood. If this is your first time here, please do consider subscribing. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Either way, leave your comments, feedback down below. I read them, appreciate them. I'm going to go ahead and wish every one of you a happy 2024, and we'll catch you next time.